today, Mr. Steve Smith from Marshall Amps,
Yep.
and he's here to tell us about this great new amp from Marshall.
Yeah. We've basically introduced a range called the Studio range. There's 3 different models, but we've only launched 2 at this show because one of them is already out there. It's the Mini Jubilee series, so now that's going to fall into the Studio range of amplifiers. So the new ones, we've got a 2203 JCM 800, which is at the bottom there, and a 1959 SLP. So as you can see, they're a lot smaller than the original ones. So
You put these in the wash machine.
that's it. They've come out a little smaller. So this particular one, the 1959, is known as the Studio Vintage. And you can get a head version, you can get the combo version as well of this, and also cabinets. So you can get a 1x12 or a 2x12 with these. The wattages are a little bit more usable. You've got 20 watts or 5 watts,
Yeah.
which
Yep.
is a lot more friendly.
So at this point in Marshall's history, what was the impetus for creating this series?
You know, these amps, you know, the original 1959s and the 800s as well, they're still our most popular amps really for the guys doing tours, the guys on the road playing big arenas, the guys who are doing, you know, the normal guys like me who are playing clubs and bars.
Yep.
Love those amps, but it's not always practical.
And that sound.
Yes.
And is this essentially sort of the same
Yep.
guts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is that amp. So the Vintage has got all the same features as the big 1959. You know, you got your 2-channel, high treble, normal, 4 inputs. You can still jump them together with a patch cable, do all that kind of stuff. You've got an effects loop on these now, which some of the originals didn't. But obviously you can run these either at 20 watts or 5 watts. So depending on your situation, you can match the wattage. And all valve, you've got 3 ECC83s in the preamp, same as the big one. There's only a pair of EL34s, because obviously there's no need for 4 of them for the lower wattage. And yeah, same with the JCM 800, the Studio Classic. So we've only got a couple of the models here. We've just bought sort of one example of each, but you can get head versions of both, combo versions of both, and 1x12, 2x12 cabinets for both.
I mean, who do you see as the player that would use this amp? It's not so much of a for the metal guy. It's more of a hard rock thing or blues.
Yeah, definitely. They are vintage voiced amplifiers, really. Even though they are pretty gainy,
Yeah.
it's not really that sort of scooped sort of. You know, these Marshalls are very famous for their mid-range kind of punch. And what's really great about these is they still move the air.
Yeah.
You know, you still got the playing experience of playing through a real valve amplifier. So yeah.
So, do you have any artist endorsements of these? Do you know of any people that are using these guys?
Well, not endorsements yet, because literally they've just been announced.
Okay.
So literally all the artists will find out about these when you guys do.
Oh, cool.
But I'm sure we're going to get a lot of interest. There's a few players that are going to spring to mind in my head, but I don't want to say anything before they use them.
I mean, this would be really cool for guys when they're doing their warm-ups, like, too, you know, if they want to maintain that sound backstage or something like that, as well as going out to a club with that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, you can play these in the studio, warming up backstage, but you can gig these no problem.
Yeah.
Like this on 20 watts is still crazy loud if you want it to be.
So, where is Marshall going in general? Where do you see that the company heading?
Forward, which is a sensible answer. But we're always going to keep our heritage. You know, we're not going to sort of try and be something we're not.
Yeah.
We know what we're famous for.
Yeah.
But you know, with this product in particular and things in the future, we are going to adapt to what players' needs are. You know, we realise that not everybody's playing through a wall of cabs and 20 plexis on stage. We'll still always do that.
Yeah.
But we need to sort of keep doing products like this for the everyday players as well.
Well, I think this is really super exciting and super practical.
Yeah.
And I might be able to even fit one of these in my small New York apartment.
That's it.
And not bother the neighbors too much and stuff, you know. But anyways, Steve, thank you for coming in and sharing with us. Terrific.
No problem.
See you guys soon.